as it'll be Cam Hughes and Stephen Doan into the face-off circle to get period number 1 action here tonight underway at the Canada Games Arena, and we are underway with action. Denham back into his own end for Jones, right side pass. Plays that to Dylan Thudium. He'll chip it as far as the Saints blue line. Now following up, Chase Thudium carries it in, but offside called against the Storm at the Saints blue line. 13 seconds into the first period. Brad Shura, the man in charge here this evening with the Stripes. Brian Batchelor and Devin Gilroy, the linesman here tonight, as the Saints win that face-off back inside their own end. James backtracks, now plays it up to the line, looking for Hughes. He'll send it to center. Stopped there by Doan, flipped in deep in the Saints territory. McCorston lets that go back and behind the net. Now played over to the right wing side for Hickey. Works up ice. Does Brandon Hickey. Missed the last meeting between these two clubs with an injury. Back, though, and fires that puck deep into Storm zone. Kulmanovsky had to go over his stick. Now in behind the net with it is Jones. Turns that one over. Here's Holman a chance. Fired in on Kulmanovsky, and he will hold on for a whistle and a face-off. 46 seconds into period number 1. A face-off will be circled to the right of Nick Kulmanovsky from Fairbanks, Alaska. Clearly has been the best player for the Storm over the past month or so here. He's kept this team in a lot of hockey games so far in the month of January. And they'll be looking for a little more of that out of him in this one tonight. As Steven plays that back towards the blue line. Graham looking to keep that in now for the Saints. He'll play it along the boards. We got his late penalty call coming up here against the Storm, as just like the last meeting, Storm get themselves into some early penalty trouble. 1 minute, 7 seconds into period number 1 tonight. They will head to the sin bin and trying to catch the number. I believe that is Dalton Olson, number 9. Again, these numbers might be at times a little tough to catch on the Storm here this evening because they are wearing the different jerseys here tonight, and kind of just some of the barring and striping on the jerseys make them a little tough. 1 minute 7, time of that penalty. Olson in the penalty box for slashing. Storm, though, able to clear the puck out to center ice right off the face-off, and Chorneko will backtrack into his own end to collect this puck for Spruce Grove. Saints with the number 1 power play in the league, 24.24%. Storm penalty kill now up to 8th in the AJHL, working at 82.42%. And they will backhand it to the line. Kept in, though, by Hughes as he skates towards the right point. Now plays it Samaridny for Chorneko. Top of the left circle to Samaridny. They will try to set up Samaridny for a one-timer here as Hughes turns that puck over. It's backhanded towards the slot area. Storm unable to clear it out. Kept in by the Saints. Here's McKay. Now trying to work it down low. Parker McKay back to Hughes at the right point. Now looking to try and set up Samaridny. Mid-blue line goes down low. Chorneko along the left half wall. Now he'll skate back up to the blue line. Keep it in for Hughes. Top of the right circle to Samaridny. At the blue line. Midpoint. Down low to Chorneko. Left wing corner. McKay trying to head towards the net. Blocked pass and fired all the way down the ice by Dylan Thudium. 50 seconds left to go in the power play for the Spruce Grove Saints. It is Olson in the box for slashing at 107. Saints chipped that one in deep. Playing it down there was Hickey. Now behind the goal, Bush. Back towards Hickey at the left point. Trying to play that to Simpson along the left half wall. Down low. Grabbing that, Nick Coriali. Now to the blue line. Hickey won't get a shot away. It's blocked by the Storm, and Jones proceeds to fire it down the ice. McCorston going to be forechecked down there by Bosch as he plays it around the boards. Hickey grabs this in behind his own net. Starts up now for the Saints. 15 seconds left in the penalty to Olson. Scoreless as we near the 3-minute mark of the first period. This is Coriali. Back to the right point for Simpson. Now to Hoffman. Jared Hoffman from the right point. Stepped up there nicely by Bosch to bump him and then play the puck out to center. Both teams now back at full strength. Saints in over the line, though. Bush down the left wing. Gets it just inside the line. He's tied up there by the Storm defender. And have we got another Storm penalty here? Looks like a hooking call coming up. I'm going to see. No, yeah, it is a hook. But I don't see anybody coming to the penalty box. Referee making the call. And that's Tyler Bush. That's going to get the penalty for the Spruce Grove Saints. Hooking at 3:18. Had gone to go grab a new piece of lumber first before heading to the box. So Storm get their first power play chance on the night, brought to you by Aquaterra Utilities. Become a blue bagger, Grande Prairie. Curbside recycling is here, and it's easy. Start with paper, cardboard, and boxboard. It can all go in your blue bag on collection day as the puck comes back out to center ice. Now in his own end with it. Left wing side, trying to move that ahead is Higson. Playing it deep down into Storm territory, or into Saints territory. Farah turned that one over. Now the Storm will have to go back and regroup inside their own end as that puck is played all the way down the length of the ice. Kulmanovsky leaves that one back in behind the goal. Bringing it up ice is Olsen. Right side pass to 16-year-old, make that 15-year-old Schael Higson in the lineup here tonight for the Storm as an affiliate. That pass blocked. Now Higson gets it back once again, trying to play it to center. Chornenko blocks that one and fires it back in for Hunter. Now Austin Hunter along the left wing boards, playing it down low. Leiter for Hunter. Shot blocked by Kulmanovsky. Picked off there by Olsen. He'll play that right wing side. Baskerville in over the line. Sidesteps a check. Here's Baskerville. Then crunched into the boards by Chornenko. Dangerously close to a hit from behind call. Now Chase Thudian back to the blue line. Misses Denham with the pass, and he'll play it all the way back down into Storm territory. 45 seconds left in the power play for Aquaterra Utilities. Scoreless as we near the 5-minute mark of the first period. It's played in by Hickey. Around the boards, high off the glass, and that one will go up over the glass and out of play. Let's take a quick break here. 4:44 gone in the first. Scoreless from the Canada Games Arena on the Learn Right Courses Hockey Show on Free FM.
Better vocabulary, better reading skills. Better reading skills, better comprehension. Better comprehension, better math, calculus, functions, and algebra scores. For almost 30 years, Oxford Learning Centers have been helping kids of all ages learn how to learn. Make this year the best one ever. Call today or visit us at oxfordlearning.com. Oxford Learning Centers, way, way beyond tutoring.
And now, back to the Learn Right Courses Hockey Show on 104.7 Free FM.
Offside called against the Storm. 2 seconds left to go in this power play for the Storm. We've played 5 minutes, 16 seconds of a scoreless opening period here tonight from the Canada Games Arena. Each club unable to capitalize on a early power play chance in this opening period, as we will get a face-off outside the Storm blue line. Leiter into the circle over there against Court. Wins it back into his own end at center ice. Trying to chip that one ahead for the Storm was Pierce. Saints bring it back the other way. Smith taking off the puck, though. Now moving up ice. Court drops it, bringing it in. Nykirk, long shot, fired wide of the goal. Storm still looking for their first shot here in the opening period. Saints with only 3 so far as Bush plays that one deep into the Storm zone. Nykirk trying to play that to Pierce along the right wing side. Saints steal it down low. Smith going after it over there. Turn it back over now behind the net. Leiter battling against Nykirk. Coming up with the puck for the Saints, or the Storm that is, trying to move that one out as Court. Got it as far as center, and back into his own end with it is Chornenko. Cross ice pass to Graham. Gains his own blue line. Now cross ice right wing side to Correale. Over the line for Hopman. Down low in the Storm corner. Right wing side. Trying to play that free for Correale. Comes back to Hopman again for Correale. Right wing corner. Checked along the boards over there by Storm defender. Does manage to move it free to the blue line. Farah. Now Pashonsky. Shot deflected over top of the Storm net. Hopman battling down there against Higson. Comes along the boards. Pierce unable to clear that one out. Saints keeping it down along the boards. Simpson. Now puck does bounce free, and it's going to be grabbed by Justin Pierce. Skates in front of his own net. Now backhands that one to center. Down in the Saints territory as we've played 6:45 of the first period. No score between the Storm and the Saints. Big hit back behind the net there as McClellan. And if we knocked another pane of glass loose here at the Games Arena tonight, the referee blew that one down. And we had one shatter during warm-up tonight. And now, well, maybe not. I thought maybe they had broken one of the braces down behind there. And, well, they're going to come out and take a look at it just to make sure here. 6 minutes, 49 seconds into period number 1 tonight, and it's one of those, yeah, it's loose. The brackets that hold that in place, it's popped off, so we're going to have a bit of a break here as they do some repairs to fix that. It's second time already the ice crews have been out here to have to work on or fix some glass or brackets. Again, one just off to the left of the Saints bench shattered during warm-up tonight, and it led us to a couple-minute delay to get the puck drop here this evening between the Storm and the Spruce Grove Saints. Now, we're going to pop a pane of glass out right in behind goaltender Tanner McCorriston, reposition it, and get the brackets fixed here. And before we get back to play again, got to say a much better start for the Storm. Yeah, they haven't got a shot yet, and people that were here 2 weeks ago will remind you, well, we didn't get a shot on goal the entire first period where these two teams played. But the Storm, to a man, have been much more physical against the Saints here tonight and have not given the Saints a lot of room as far as trying to establish anything or get any type of offense or momentum set up here. So the Storm much more impressive in that sense here tonight in the opening period against the Spruce Grove Saints as they kick off a doubleheader here between these two clubs. Tomorrow night, two clubs going to face off again, 7:30 here at the Games Arena. It is Legends of Grande Prairie Hockey Induction Night. Darren McCausland, a product of Grovedale Minor Hockey, played some minor hockey here in Grande Prairie as well, too. Played as a 16-year-old with the then Grande Prairie North Stars in the Peace Caribou Junior Hockey League. 50 goals in 50 games that year for McCausland as a 16-year-old. Led to him eventually being picked up and spending the next couple seasons with the Seattle Thunderbirds of the Western Hockey League. Played some pro as well, too, getting as far as the American Hockey League with the Portland Pirates and Baltimore Skipjacks, and also some time over in Europe. And we'll go over, of course, all of that tomorrow night with Darren. He's slated to join us in the first intermission tomorrow night. He arrived in town earlier today with his wife and kids and had a chance to chat with him this afternoon and told me he's really looking forward to sharing this weekend with his family, particularly his two kids. Never got to see him play pro hockey, and now getting the chance to share some of his experiences and such with them here this weekend as he gets inducted into the Legends of Grande Prairie Hockey, becomes the first parent-child combination in the Legends of Grande Prairie Hockey. His mom, Marge McCausland, inducted a couple of years ago, back in 2007, as a builder for her work with women's hockey here in the Grande Prairie and surrounding region. And so she will be joined by her son, Darren, in the Legends of Grande Prairie Hockey class, as he's the lone inductee for 2014, and looking forward to that tomorrow night here as the Storm and the Spruce Grove Saints play the back half of this doubleheader series. Still working on the glass back in behind the Spruce Grove net. Let's take a break while they continue to do that. 6:49 gone in the first. Scoreless at the Games Arena on the Learn Right Courses Hockey Show on 104.7 Free FM.
Are competitive, and the gig is complete with benefits. If you have your safety tickets, a clean driver's abstract, then send your resume now to Denise at pcindustries.ca. Peace Country Industries, 30 years strong and growing.
And now, back to the Learn Right Courses Hockey Show on 104.7 Free FM.
And back here at the Games Arena, play is back underway. Puck down in the Storm end. Here's a one-timer from Hickey, goes high and wide of the net. Smith along the left wing boards, hit there by Bosch. Storm now trying to move this out. Smith back down into the corner. Grabbed over there, fired towards the net by Samaridny, off a Storm defender, and back out to center ice. Here's Hickey. Playing that ahead to Samaridny. Turned that one over inside his own end. Trying to clear that out for the Storm is Denham. Now off the boards, he will send it to center ice where it's settled down by Brandon Hickey. Right wing pass, Leiter. Turns that over. Storm back out to center. Baskerville fires it in. Storm got to clear up on the offside here. Give the Saints a chance to move this puck out as we are near the 8-minute mark of a scoreless opening period. Off of Samaridny. Down into Storm territory. Kulmanowski grabs that. Holds on for the face-off. 8:02 gone in period number 1. AJHL this week in our first intermission tonight. Going to speak with Grande Prairie native and Calgary Flames goaltender coach Clint Malarchuk. Yes, born and raised here in Grande Prairie. Played with the Fort Saskatchewan Traders during his AJHL days, and a couple weeks ago was named one of the top 50 AJHL players of all time. We'll chat with him in the first intermission. We'll also chat with the guys from Evolution Hockey who have set up a brand new scholarship for a AJHL player. And we'll get details on that all coming up in the first intermission of tonight's broadcast. As Nykirk plays that deep in the Saints territory. McKay behind the net trying to get that free for Chornako. Now behind the goal. Penalty call coming up here against the Saints. We've got a high stick coming up. And looks like it is going to be Cam Hughes coming to the penalty box at the 8.5-minute mark of period number 1. So second power play chance on the night for the Storm. Unable to do anything on that first power play chance here this evening, and see what they can do this time. The power play brought to you by Aquaterra Utilities. Become a blue bagger, Grande Prairie. Curbside recycling is here, and it's easy. Hard plastics 1 through 7, and metal cans can all go in your blue bag on collection day. Here's Olsen, mid-blue line. Top of the left circle, Dylan Thudium down for Chase in the left wing corner. Works it back up to the blue line for Dylan Olsen. Now cross ice to Higson. He'll backhand it low, looking for Doan out of his reach. Dylan now chipping it to Chase again. He'll look back for Olsen at the left point. Settles it down, right side for Higson. Fake the shot, now plays it to Doan on the right half wall. Back for Higson, good job to keep it in. Shot towards the net, just goes wide. Chase Thudium, left wing side, trying to move it out in front. Knocked a man off the puck, but also knocked his stick out of his hands. And so penalty call coming up here to the Storm. That'll take care of the rest of that power play, as now McKay and Chase Thudium exchange words with each other. 9:07, time of that penalty, taking care of the rest of this Storm power play. A slashing call to the younger of the Thudium boys, Chase Thudium, picking up that penalty. So 4-on-4 hockey here for the next minute 22, after which Spruce Grove will get a abbreviated power play. Face off to the left of Kulmanovsky inside the Storm end. Denham plays that back behind his own goal for Jones. Now Braden Jones circles to get away from the forecheck of Hopman as he starts this one up ice for the Storm. From center, Jones plays it deep into Storm territory, or Saints territory, I should say. Chornako unable to clear that out, kept in by Bosch. Looking for McClellan down in the corner. Taken away from him. Saints move this one out center ice. This is Chornako bringing the rush in for the Saints. In over the blue line. Cross ice pass. Farah allowed to walk right in. Shot off the goalpost. Kulmanovsky had no clue that puck was coming as he was screened beautifully. McClellan back the other way. A long shot as McCorriston makes the save on that one. Plays it back and behind his own net for Farah, who came very close to opening up the scoring there just a few moments ago, ringing one off the iron behind Kulmanovsky. Now Pashonsky out of his own end. To center. Blocked over there by the Storm. Now fired in by the Saints. Here's Olsen deep in his own end. Being watched by Samaridny, who will now back off, give the Storm defenseman some room to bring this up ice. Dalton Olsen carries it all the way to center. Dumps it left to right in the Saints territory. In after it down there was Dylan Thudium. Saints come up with the puck. Pachonsky, forecheck by Thudium, back in behind the net. Now shakes free as he plays it over onto the right wing side. Saints now on the power play for the next 33 seconds. As Samaridny backhands a pass out in front, out of the reach of Farah, who will take it back to the blue line. Make that Hickey. Getting a return pass there from Graham. Sends it right wing side for Hughes. Now Cam Hughes walks in. Shot blocked out in front. That might have hit the Saints player out in front of the goal. Storm will grab the loose puck, though, and backhand it down the ice. 10 seconds left to go in the power play. 9 minutes remaining in the first period. No score between the Storm and the Saints. Shots 4-2 in favor of Spruce Grove. Played in over the line. Offside called against the Saints, and the face-off will come out with 8:55 remaining in the first period of play. As get a warm round of applause here for the parents that have made their way up here to Grande Prairie this weekend for Parents Weekend. Face-off will be outside the Storm blue line. Hughes, active stick there, wins the face-off back to Chornako. Both teams, though, back at full strength. 8:48 remaining in period number 1. Cleared out down into Saints territory. Won't be far enough for icing, as out of the net to play it is McCorriston. Trying to leave that for Graham. Stolen by the Storm. Here's Chase Thudium. Left wing corner. Taken away from him by Hughes. Now he battles with McCammon behind the net. Jared McCammon. The call up from the AAA midget Storm. As a glove pass called against the Saints with 8:27 remaining in period number 1 here between the Storm and the Saints. 2 big games on the road next week for the Storm. Thursday night they head to Whitecourt to take on the Wolverines, and then Well, we're not going to sugarcoat it. Season certainly could come down to next Friday night, a week from tonight. The Storm in Drayton Valley to take on the Thunder. Going into action tonight, Storm just 2 points up on the Thunder for the final playoff spot in the North, and the Thunder have 3 games in hand on the Storm. Played by Higson along the boards. Gross trying to move this one out, now grabs the puck, chipping it up ahead there. Unable to move it out was Court. Here's Hickey from the high slot. A shot deflects and goes wide in the Storm net. Bush back again to Hickey at the left point. Off to Boston College on a NC2A scholarship is Brandon Hickey. He fires that one wide. Bush grabs it along the boards. Back up to the blue line for James. Now to Tyler Bush. Snaps a shot. That one blocked out in front. Storm will move this one up. Schael Higson blocking that one. As back the other way comes Gross. Looks to play that one in front for Piers. That one was in behind him as he was tied up by Hickey. Bush along the boards. Kept in at the point. Denham risked that on goal, and a deflection and a save made by McCorriston. In the corner with it, that is Piers. Battling over there against James. Puck comes free. Now almost turned over out in front. Saints, though, do manage to play it out to center ice. Denham moving it back the other way. Backhands it into Saints territory. Cleared out by Hickey. Jones will rush it in for the Storm. Long shot in. McCorriston with the save. Played around the boards. James moves it up quickly, and here comes Hopman back to center. Jared Hopman trying to get around the Storm defenseman. Jones sends it down low. Here's a pass out of front by Simpson. Misses everyone, and Storm quickly turned back the other way again. Over the blue line. This is McTaggart. Shot in on goal. Gloved and held on to by McCorriston. With 6:47 gone here to go in the first period. Storm now with the edge on the shot clock. 5-4 on the Spruce Grove Saints. As we get a face-off to the right of goaltender Tanner McCorriston with 6:47 remaining in period number 1. One back to the blue line. That shot from Van Horn goes wide. Now McTaggart after it along the boards there as he battles against Graham. Backhanded back behind the net. Taken by Tornako for the Saints. Works it up right wing side to Sam Maridney. From center, he'll flip it left wing corner into the Storm zone. First one in after it over there was Leiter. Knocked away from him, and Baskerville flips that one up high and back down into Spruce Grove territory. Now Sam Maridney to center ice. Gets this for Smith. In over the blue line. Has Leiter heading towards the net. He's cut off back there. Trying to move that one out for the Storm. In behind the net was McCammon. Couldn't do so. Sorry, make that Higson. Trying to play that free. Holman along the left side. Looks out in front. Pass broken up, and Higson will play this one all the way down the ice. Goes right on McCorriston, so icing is waved off. Pashonsky. Quick lead pass. Holman backhands it into the Storm zone. This is Higson in his own end. Center ice pass looking there for Bosch. Taken away from him. Holman will play it back into the Storm zone. Higson circles behind the net. Forecheck there by Parker McKay. Now Higson wheels out to center ice. You can see why they're so high on this kid. It's just a 15-year-old defenseman, the way he carried that puck up ice. Now played back in behind the goal. Saints trying to move this one out. Farah back to Pachonsky behind his own goal once again. 5:15 to go first period with the Storm and Saints scoreless, and that's an icing call for Total Safety Services, ensuring the safe well-being of workers worldwide. For more information, check them out, totalsafety.com. Down to 5:13 remaining in period number 1. Storm and Saints tonight. First half of a doubleheader. Last 2 games of the season series between these two clubs. Saints have won all 4 previous meetings so far this year. 2 by a 3-1 score. 1 4-2, and then the last meeting 2 weeks ago by a 7-1 count. As James will play that one deep into Storm territory. Jones takes his man out, and Saint player down in the corner there. That is Bush, I believe, number 10, who is in all kinds of difficulty just to try to get up, and he is still down in the right wing corner down in Storm territory as he took a huge hit from Braden Jones down in the right wing corner, and now Bush trying to get up to his feet here. Very shaky on his legs here as he gets to one knee. Being helped up there by Tristan Sieben. And He, along with Saints trainer Mo LaPlante, will help the Lloydminster product back to the players' bench. 4:50 remaining in period number 1, and Bush a little shaky as he makes his way over to the Saints players' bench right now. Faceoff's going to come outside the Storm blue line in a scoreless opening period. As mentioned, 4:50 remaining in the first. Got McCammond and Higson in the lineup here tonight from the Ernie Sports Experts Major Midget Storm. Want to let you know they're in action tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock over at the Coca-Cola Center, taking on the Edmonton KC Pats in Alberta Midget Hockey League action. Puck played down into Saints territory. McCorston lets that go, and the puck flipped up by the Saints over the glass and out of play. Down to 4:35 remaining here in period number 1. A tightly played to the chest period for both hockey clubs here. Storm wanted to certainly not get into a track meet, as they like to call it here, with the Saints, and they have avoided that by being very physical throughout the course of this opening period, and very strong on the forecheck here so far. Now a turnover from the slot. Gross a chance. Rebound. Another stop there by McCorston. A turnover in the high slot, and Rory Court just could not lift it up high enough to get it past McCorston after Gross got the original shot on goal. But best chances so far of the game right there for the Storm as we get down to 4:28 remaining in period number 1. 2 point-blank stops there from Tanner McCorston to a rob first Landon Gross, and then Rory Court on the rebound and keep this a scoreless hockey game. Now here comes Leiter out of his own end for the Saints. Chips it off the boards down into the Storm end, and that's going to be an icing call. Oh, and then Olsen had his feet taken out from under him right at the last second there, and gets up, seems to be all right, but boy, oh boy, that was dangerously close. Could have been called something against the Saints as well, too, there, as slight little slew foot, if you want to call it there, by the Saint forward on Olsen as they went towards the puck. Face off to the left of McCorston, down inside Saints territory. Court going to get waved out of the circle. Piers in now against Hughes. Piers will win that for Court along the board. Saints, though, able to grab it. Now Court gets it back once again as he and Connor James battle along the left wing boards. Puck does come out to center. Knocked back in, though, by the Storm. Now Court trying to play it ahead. Piers battling there against James. Comes up with the puck. Brings it up for Holman. Back to James over the line. Has McKay on the right wing side. A shot over top of the net. Holman along the boards. Keeps that in. Hughes sidesteps one hit. Trying to play it back to the blue line. Here is James, a shot wide, and then Kulmanowski knocks the puck into the corner off the end boards. Here's Nykirk behind the net. Trying to play it right wing side for Gross. Kept in by the Saints. Hughes, right wing corner, battling down there with 3.5 to go in a scoreless opening period. It's Hughes that comes up with the puck. Now walks it off the boards. To the high slot with it. He will fire it towards the goal. Kulmanowski doesn't know where it is, and it's in the back of the net. As the Saints find the loose puck and bang it in behind the Storm netminder to make it a 1-0 game at the 16:40 mark of this opening period of play. We'll have to wait for the announcement to see here which Saint player it was. I believe maybe Riley Simpson was the one that banged that one in, although we'll get the official on the announcement here in just a few moments as the Saints have taken the lead here late in the opening period of play. 16:40 time of that goal. 1-0 Saints. Again, we believe goal going to be credited to Riley Simpson. As back into his own end to play that one is Chornako. He'll lift that up to center.
Scored by number 18, Riley Simpson. The assist on the play, number 19, Cameron Hughes. Time of the goal, 16 minutes, 40 seconds.
And we got another penalty coming up here against the Storm as well, too, as Nicholas Coriali was impeded on his way towards the net. 16:51 time of this minor penalty, and catch which Storm player. I believe it's going to be Caleb Denham coming to the penalty box here. So the Saints are 0 for 2 on the night with the power play. It's an interference call against the Red Deer native, Caleb Denham. And Saints' third power play, 0 for 2, as we said so far on the evening. 16:51 time of that one, so Storm penalty kill, which looks solid here tonight, going back to work once again here in the latter stages of this opening period. trailing the Spruce Grove Saints 1-0. Here's McKay along the left wing boards. Back to Chornako. For McKay, back top of the left circle. Now to Samaridny, right point. Chornako mid-blue line. Down along the right wing boards for Hughes. To Holman. Right wing corner, back all the way to the blue line for Hughes. As the Storm try to move this puck up ice. Here they come back shorthanded. A shot fired over top of the net by the Spruce Grove Saints, or by the Storm, I should say. As the Storm will continue on the penalty kill here for another 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Played in deep by the Storm. Now Saints trying to work this one out center ice. Here comes Hughes. Brings it right into the Storm zone, trying to split through 3 defense there. Could not do so. Now played back to the blue line, kept in Chornako. As Hughes took a big hit back and behind the goal. Hughes, again, back to the blue line for Simpson, off a body and wide. 2 minutes left to go here in period 1. Puck comes to the side, and then Kolmanovsky banged into there by a Saint forward. And that's going to draw a crowd here, and everyone's going to pick a partner here and grab on. Storm got to be careful here. They don't pick up any penalties or anything here, as now I think is that McCallum in front, grabbing Nathan Smith. Smith, I believe, was the one that bumped into Kolmanovsky originally. Van Horn actually tied up there with Nathan Smith out in front. And penalties for sure coming up here. At the 18:02 mark of period number 1. Smith is in there. I believe Sieben also in there for Spruce Grove. And a pair of Storm players come to the penalty box as well. So as they sort all this out with, again, 1:58 left to go here in the first period and 48 seconds left in this Spruce Grove power play. 1-0, Spruce Grove leading here on a goal from Riley Simpson at the 16:40 mark of the first period. For Simpson, his 7th goal of the season. This is just his 23rd game on the campaign. Let's get the announcements on the penalties.
Drew Nykirk and number 13, Riley Van Horn. And to Spruce Grove, number 15, Tristan Sieben, and number 27, Nathan Smith, all 2 minutes for roughing after the whistle. Time of those penalties, 18 minutes, 2 seconds.
So the Saints bring the power play out of their own end. Storm with 3 defensemen in the penalty box right now. So get ready to see lots of Dalton Olson and Braden Jones, as well as Schael Higson over the next few minutes. Another penalty call coming up here. This is going to be to the Saints this time. It's a high sticking call coming to Cam Hughes, I believe. And I tell you, Brad sure not letting go much here tonight. And now, whoa! Somebody else is coming to the box here. Hopman chirping away there with one of the Storm players. Linesman went in to separate him, and well, he pulled off the good old 7-10 split there. Slipped to the ice and took them both out. And yeah, Olsen's been suckered into a penalty here along with Hopman. So now Storm with 4 defensemen in the penalty box. And welcome to the AJHL, Schael Higson. You're now about to kill a penalty as a 15-year-old. No hiding you anymore, son. You're out there to penalty kill along with Braden Jones because, well, frankly put it, you're the only defenseman left right now on the bench. Although, as I say that, I forget, Saints were getting the original minor penalty out of all of this to Cam Hughes. So it will not be a power play anymore. Storm, in fact, will go to the man advantage here in just 15 seconds. 18:36 are the time of these penalties. And I'm telling you, I'm going to have writer's cramp by the end of this opening period here with all the minor penalties we've seen over the last couple seconds here. And Storm with 4, count them, 4 defensemen in the penalty box. 1 will come out in 15 seconds in the form of Caleb Denham. And so here's a face-off to the left of McCorston inside the Saints' end. Still waiting to get something cleared up here. Now looks like we're okay. So 4-on-4 for 15 seconds. Storm then to go to their third power play of the hockey game. As Pachonsky takes this puck back in behind his own net. Now moving it up to center, playing it deep into the Storm zone. Kulmanovsky lets that go for Jones. Now Braden Jones finds an open lane. Storm on the power play for the third time tonight for Aquaterra Utilities. Become a blue bagger, Grande Prairie. Curbside recycling is here, and it's easy. Recyclables must be clean and dry. Your blue bag should be at the curb by 7 a.m. on collection day. High sticking to Hughes. And unsportsmanlike to Hopman, slashing to Olsen, all at 18:36. So as mentioned, Storm on the power play to end off the period. Here is Higson, shot from the point, blocked in front by McKay. Loose puck will come to Hunter, and he'll find an opening and play it down the ice for Spruce Grove. Kulmanovsky leaves that one in behind the net for Higson. 25 seconds left to go in period number 1. He will work this puck up ice over on the left wing side. Gets it to Denham, fires it in deep into the Saints zone. First one after it, McTaggart stops it along the right wing corner. Now Baskerville coming in to support as well too. 10 seconds left in the period. Into the final minute, by the way, for your locally owned and operated Advantage Valve Maintenance. As the blue line. Here is McClellan for Denham, shot blocked, and that's going to do it for period number 1 here tonight at the Canada Games Arena. Shots on goal even at 7 apiece in that first period between the Storm and the Saints. Just the one goal, Riley Simpson, his 7th of the year at the 16:40 mark from Cam Hughes on a scramble that saw the puck sneak in behind Nick Kulmanovsky, and Simpson there to bang it home to make it a 1-0 Saints lead.